if you want to share, like, what are the things that trigger you to be defensive? Like,
when I know I'm wrong. When I know that I done did something that he just told me not to do and I did it. And
But my question is, like, why is it so hard though? Like, from a female perspective, I'm glad you're here, because if I break it down and go say, hey, yo, you need a female on here, so I have a female here.
No.
Why is it so hard to just accept that, like, you did something wrong and move on?
Sometimes I just don't want him to be right. It's like, I don't want you to be. I know. Like, I just, like, stop telling me. I know you told me not to, and I did, and now you telling me I heard you. I know. Just stop. Like, just don't do it no more. Like, it's just, you just don't want to hear it, right? Like,
That's what I'm saying. I've come to that conclusion.
If
like,
you just don't want to hear it, right? And then again, afterwards, I can tell him, like, yeah, you right. Like, I shouldn't have did that.
All right, so let me get to this. How did you get to that point? Because I know a lot of women do get to that point, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say majority, but a lot of women. So how at least did you get to that point to acknowledge and verbalize and say, you know what, you was right?
Because he told me that was the best way to communicate with him. Is whether I felt that I was right or not. Just to have that conversation afterwards with a calm head. Let's revisit it, talk about it, and get solution. We don't fight to win. You know what I mean? We don't do that. It's like we need an understanding. We got to come to some consensus here. So that's why it works. And he makes it safe for me to do that, though. He don't
like throw it back in your face.
Yeah, like I won't, even if I do the worst of the worst things, he will never bring it up once we have a conversation and it's like, this is what happened. This is where we went left. We're not going to do this no more.
And I hope the brothers are listening too, to create that environment for your lady.
Yeah, and he makes it safe for me. So I think a lot of women are getting my opinion based off of my man and how I am with him and how he treats me. And when I say this, they haven't experienced that. And this is why they counter me. But my husband and I are night and day. I'm like, he's Jamaican too, right? So he's more, and I'm just the live wire there. But it works, right? He likes to be home. He likes to be at home. He's a homebody. All of these things, right? And I like to do things, but it works. It works. It's that balance. I don't get bored with him. You know what I'm saying? So women, I don't know why I'm ranting right now, because I just want to just big up my husband at this point because I'm loving him, right? But he makes me feel safe to be able to say I was dead wrong. And he don't be like, yeah, you're stupid. Remember the last time this happened? Like, we never do that, And I think if more women did have that.
Mature and solid dude.
That room to be safe with my faults and my shortcomings, and I never hear it again. It's not like you collected ammunition, then they probably would be more apt to say, like, you was right, but who like being wrong? That's why that's the thing. I don't even like to say we fight. Women need to say that we're just not in agreement right now, and we need to find a solution.
Listening to you break it down, right? And based on what we said earlier, the fact that women are so competitive and they have to win, that competitiveness leads you, from what I'm hearing, it leads many women to be defensive because, and I guess in their eyes at the moment, they're not winning. And if the sole purpose is to win the time, it leads you to do behaviors that's destructive to yourself in a relationship.
It does. And that's where a lot of women fall short at. And you could have had a good man. And that man that you talked about. But you just don't know when to shut up. So I think sometimes we just need to learn how to just shut our mouth. It's that last word. And then we gotta cut. And then we gotta cut real deep.
Oh, don't forget the tears.
And yeah, that's when you winning though. That's when you winning. When you winning, baby, I told you I'm a cry.